Good morning, Joanna.
Oh, hi, Trev.
Hiya. You were listening to the radio and you had to get in touch because Helen and Douglas House, and especially Helen House, I believe, is very close to your heart. Tell us your story, Joanna.
It is very close to my heart, and I feel it's a privilege to speak on their behalf because our daughter, Beatrice, or B, was at Helen House for 6 years. B was our only child and was an able-bodied, high-functioning, talented and happy little girl until she was 10. In June 2006, she went on a school trip and she acquired a profound hypoxic brain injury following asthma attacks that weren't treated in time. She had a cardiorespiratory arrest and her brain was starved of oxygen for 9 minutes. She wasn't expected to survive, but she did. However, she was left brained, without speech, spastic quadriplegic, developing scoliosis, and life limited. So at this point, we were referred to Helen House, where, as you've said, only children with life-shortening conditions are referred, and initially for respite, so that their exhausted families can have a break. And we began to get to know Helen House as a place of rest and release and fun for us all. Then in September 2009, Bea underwent planned scoliosis surgery, but instead she acquired a broken neck. Her spinal cord was severed, paralyzing her from the chest down, including her respiratory system. And again, she was not expected to survive. We were told she probably wouldn't be able to breathe on her own for more than 30 minutes after the tube was taken out. And we went to Helen House for end-of-life care. But she did survive, and we think it was largely due to the nurturing and non-invasive care at Helen House. It's the complete antithesis of an intensive care ward. And although it's a hospice, it is also a place of healing for us. And it seems that Helen House knows that healing is not a war, it's a peace process. So as a result, our beautiful Bea, against all the odds, stayed with us for another 3 years, 2 weeks, and 3 days. She gained amazingly good health through Helen House, although her respiration was very, very much more fragile and her quality of life was very cruelly impaired after this second injury. And the level of care that she needed quadrupled. And so Helen House increased our respite allocation. We need to say that Bea had retained her intellect, and we believe she had locked-in syndrome, which is when a well-functioning intellect is trapped in a body, but is unable to demonstrate this. But she developed an extremely clever range of communication signals that the Helen House staff came to learn. And so we felt quite confident in leaving her in their care. And then suddenly, during an unexpected illness, just before Christmas 2012, Helen House took us all in. And Bea slipped very peacefully from us. And just as I held Bea in my arms for her last 2 breaths, so our family was held by the love and compassion of Helen House. So I'm sure that you can see that Helen House and what it means to us is epic. I'm sure if somebody out there today knows a family who's lost a child, and Helen House continues to work with hundreds of other families out there right now. It offers what to us is gold dust, known as respite, along with fantastic state-of-the-art facilities and no expense is spared on the families. I don't know if anyone has mentioned that parents have their own beautiful flats, all meals, candlelit spa bars, free massages, and even on occasion we had a glass of wine, and it's all free because they care so much at Helen House. But you've said many times this morning it is a charity and relies on fundraising and donations. And what I'd like to say is that we, as well as these desperately needed funds, we can all also help to fundraise in other ways, whether it's a cake sale or a sponsored run, and also by donating good quality unwanted goods and furniture to their charity shops or to gifting something in a person's will. This superlative organisation is still supporting us today with groups, counselling, phone chats, home visits, memorial services, and unending kindness. And their motto is, extend the hand of friendship. And I hope that we're going to see that here today. Thank you so much for letting me speak on behalf of them. Thank you, Trev.
Joanna, I can't thank you enough, and on behalf of everyone here at Helen and Douglas House, also thank you, because that, of course, is very painful. And your words, I'm sure, will help Helen and Douglas House and everyone listening echo those thoughts that we called these 2 days Dig Deep. And if you can't dig deep after listening to Joanna's story and the memory of Bea, her lovely daughter, and I feel after that conversation, Joanna, I know her so well. And what a lovely, bright young thing. And her memory is within these walls of Helen House where we're sitting now.
It is.
And
yeah.
Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough.
It's okay. I know she would want it too.
I'm sure she would have done. I'm sure. Joanna, thank you very much. Can't thank you enough. Wow. And that's why we're here. That is why we're here. 01865 796 777. Joanna didn't think that she would ever need Helen and Douglas House, and we hope that you won't either. But if you do, then they're here for you. Dig deep. Helen and Douglas House.